Welcome back to Doodle Heaven, Texas. We're excited you're here. If you're new here, please subscribe so you can see more information about our doodle babies and our doodle parents. We'd love to share our doodles and our journey with you. Today I have something really important to talk about, and that is scammers. The breeding market is a huge scam market, and the doodle market is even more so. Doodles are hot. Everybody wants some type of a doodle, and the scammers are taking that by storm. So today we're going to talk about 8 or 9 things that you need to be looking for if you're looking for a doodle that is a tip-off that it's a scam. Number 1, they will have a social media presence. They may have a website, but anybody can throw together a website. They may or may not have Instagram or Facebook, but look at how long that's been up. If it's a Facebook page that's been up for a week, a month, chances are it's not legit. Yes, people could have just started, but a lot of times that is not legit. Websites can be very deceiving, but they will have nice websites in some cases. We'll talk a little bit further how to determine whether or not those are legit or not. Number 2, they will not talk to you on the phone. They will only communicate by text or by email, and they certainly will not FaceTime puppies or FaceTime with you at all. You want to ask to FaceTime with puppies, or you at least want to talk to someone over the phone instead of communicating only by email or by text. Number 3 is something having to do with the websites in some cases. They will have half price only today or half price this week. And they'll give reasons like, because of COVID, we know you have been through hardships. We know it's been hard, and we really feel for you, and we want you to have a dog as a result, and we don't want finances to be a problem. We are headed out on vacation, and so our loss is your gain. We want to get these puppies in their forever home, so they're half off today only. Essential workers, we are so proud of you, and we are so thankful for your service, and we want to honor you. We know you have had a hard time, and so it is half off today only for you. Please send money immediately so we can get your perfect puppy. We're moving this weekend, and things are so busy, and we know the stress of this is way too much for our little darlings, so we really want to help you out by getting these puppies into your home, and we won't cause that stress for them, and we can move into our new home and beautiful facility for our puppies. We've got another litter coming. I mean, how many puppies can you take care of? So we've got 4 left, so they're half off for you. I mean, come on. How are you going to find a doodle any other way? Half off today. Send the money in full. Promise we'll meet you tomorrow. Number 4, the sentence structure will be off. It will either be that the English is not quite right, or the sentence structure is just a little odd, whether that be in an ad or that be in their text communicating with you. Something will be just slightly off. Number 5, they will offer shipping for super low. They'll say $50 because of COVID, shipping is just much less. The truth of the matter is that is not the case. You have to have a specialized crate to go on an airplane or with a pet nanny, and the expenses cost more than $50. So shipping being super cheap is another tip off. Number 6, they won't give you a vet reference. Now, not everyone wants to give a vet reference because maybe the vet's not as comfortable doing that. Most reputable vets are extremely willing to vouch for you and your program. They will have references on their website or they'll send you some on social media. But y'all, let's be real. I can make up 100 references that would be false. I do have references on my website, but I don't ask for them or encourage them because the truth of the matter is anybody could make them up and it not be true. If someone asks me for a reference, I give them my vet's number and I give them 10 emails or phone numbers of past puppy owners that they are welcome to call and talk to. And we have a guest star here today. Look who came to join us. Hi, sweetie. This is Gracie May, formerly Velma, and she will be 5 weeks tomorrow. She's a medium standard, and we say medium standard because a medium range is usually from 30 to 50 pounds. Standard is 50 and up, and ours may range from 40 to 60. Her mom is about 42 pounds and the dad is 55. So she's 5 weeks tomorrow, starting to get the fur in, not really the teddy bear face yet. That'll come in next week a little bit more, but we're getting a whole lot of fur. We're able to get around a lot. We're learning how to go potty in the litter box and play with our siblings and just be super cuddly. Number 7 is if the dogs are AKC registered. Golden Doodles cannot be AKC registered. The original parents can, the Golden Retriever or the Standard Poodle. You can ask for those registration numbers, but you need to check them because if you check them and they don't exist, there's a problem. We recently had someone that was looking for a Golden Retriever and they got the AKC numbers, and when they called AKC, those numbers did not exist. Now CKC, these babies can be registered CKC, and so those numbers need to match up too. We do register our puppies, but a lot of the owners aren't really all that interested necessarily in them, but they can be CKC registered. But again, check and see if those numbers are legit. Number 8, they won't meet you in person. Now, I understand there are some breeders who, for the protection of their puppies, do not allow visitors in their home. We do have an open door policy because we believe in being above reproach. We take precautions for our puppies because parvo is deadly and we do not want to introduce parvo in our home, but we do take precautions. But they will not meet you in person before you are to pay in full. Do not pay in full for a puppy until you have met them and seen the puppy. A deposit is going to be required. We do take lots of precautions with our puppies. Lots of precautions with our puppies. A note about parvo that I mentioned earlier. Parvo is a deadly virus that puppies can get, but we do have vaccinations for them. The problem is the first set of vaccinations that they get at 6 weeks, those are not active until the second round that boosts them. And often the third round is really needed to completely make those active in their system. You can get parvo anywhere that a dog is infected with it. It's in the ground and can last in the ground for over a year and in an environment for a significant amount of time. And it only takes a little bit to cause parvo. Parvo puppies will stop eating and then they will have diarrhea and they will go downhill fast. So parvo is something we take very seriously. So we keep our puppies safe and without contact with other animals that are not vaccinated or that we do not know their history. Number 9 is Craigslist. Now you can find legitimate breeders on Craigslist, but this is buyer beware. You need to be very cautious and walk through each of the steps that I've already given you. You will often see a rehome and oh, it's perfect. It's that too good to be true. And you know what? They're so generous. Often it's 2 puppies and they're 12 weeks old and they're fully vaccinated and I don't know, they've been trained to work agility. I'm just kidding. but they will be wonderful, and they're just looking for the perfect home because they love their babies, but they can't take them with them. And they will bait you along and say, we just want a little bit of money, just enough for the vet bill. They'll keep stringing you along until they do get a price, and it won't be a tremendous amount, maybe $500, but I promise you those puppies don't exist. If you get on one area, I've done it before, I'll get on East Texas, I'll get on Dallas, and then I'll get on Shreveport and check, and I see the same ad just worded slightly different. They'll talk about the toys they like, they'll talk about the shots they have, how much they love them, but it's not legitimate. There are not puppies. They're just trying to get you to pay those bills before they meet you in person so that you can get that puppy. So if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true, especially in the doodle market. If it's a very inexpensive doodle, chances are there's something not right about that. So just to summarize how to go about finding a puppy, wait. We have a different puppy. This is formerly Daphne, that's now Frankie. And she is gonna go live in Mandeville, actually, outside of New Orleans. She's gonna be joining Finn, who is also one of our doodles. So you've gotten to see two of our little girls in this litter. So to summarize, when you're looking for a dog, whether it's a doodle or any other dog, make sure you ask to speak to them so you can ask questions, not just in email or text. Ask questions like, how do you raise them? Where are they raised in your home? Do you do any socialization? What testing do you do? What kind of coat types do they have? What do you expect for their coats to be? Ask about their parents. Could you see pictures of the parents? Could you FaceTime to see puppies or the parents as well? Get to know them through their social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or their website. Get to know a little bit more about them. Payments range with how people pay. A lot of people do pay through PayPal or Venmo, but it is illegal. It's the rule. There are rules against using PayPal and Venmo stated in their policy. So no one is supposed to use those avenues, but they are pretty common and many people are not aware of those rules. We use what's called Wave. It's similar to Square, where we send an invoice and someone pays through their credit card or their debit card, whichever they choose. And that is to hold a place in reservation order. We take reservations year-round, whether we have puppies or not. We've been doing this 11 years and we plan on going. We have people that have waited for 8 months to a year for a puppy because they wanted to be with a particular litter or they wanted to be higher up on the list. If you've done your research, you talk to them, try to find local or close to you. Maybe it's within at least 4 or 5 hours, it's better. We do have people come from other states to get our puppies, and we will fly a puppy to a family if needed. These puppies go home the weekend of July 11th. Now you've got to stay tuned because we're going to have a real treat. This puppy owner, the one I told you about, is a newlywed couple that selected this puppy, and this puppy will be heading back to the New Orleans area. They're going to be videoing the journey. They're going to be showing us their beautiful Finn and how they chose this puppy and just the process of bringing the puppy home. And we hope to follow up with them as they introduce Finn and Frankie and that whole fun process of getting a new puppy, especially after just getting married Mother's Day weekend. So we're really excited about showing you the journey of Frankie and Finn in a future video. Be sure and like and subscribe so you can watch these babies each week, how much they grow between now and 8 weeks, and also the 2-week-old mini babies, how much they grow. We're going to show those in just a minute. Here's our babies that are 5 weeks old. You can tell a dramatic difference. They've got a whole lot more fur. They're able to get around a whole lot easier now. Ears are open, eyes are fully open. Look at these wonderful curls coming in. Now I'll show you 2-week-old babies. They still look straight. We're not seeing a ton of curl yet, a little bit, but that'll start to come in more as we go. So 2-week-old mini babies, 5-week-old medium babies. Quite a bit of a difference. This is a little girl. This is one that's much bigger. Look at that. Kind of see a little bit of the wave coming in on the ears. These are 5 weeks. And here's our little 2-week minis. They're actually pretty big. They're really, really growing quite a bit. You see a little bit more wave showing up, but that's not gonna come in until 4 weeks, and then we're gonna start seeing it on their faces at 6 weeks. But look, our eyes are just peeking open.